Well, welcome back to Rotten Rust, and today I'm out here in one of my favorite Rotten Rust places. Yep, you guessed it. The parts yard, the junkyard, all kinds of dead stuff around here, and I'm in search of little tiny pieces and parts for the 82 and for Frankenstein, the stuff that you can't get, aftermarket, little bits and this, that, and the other. Or maybe you could get it aftermarket, just really hard, difficult to find. And there's nothing wrong with some of the particular fasteners that I need. Some springs for my headlights on the 82. Oh, that's cool. Let's take a look at this. I love this setup for the throttle return. Some coat hanger. All right, back when coat hangers were steel. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this thing's glorious. Boy, I'd love to liberate this joker. Too much work, and they'll charge an arm and a leg to get it out of here. You got some potting soil that comes with this car. Boy, she's ugly. What year is this thing? 78, 9? I don't even know. Man, it's ugly though. Ooh. Wow. Rough. Yep, right there. 400. Man, that'd be a cool engine to have. All this, but yep. Yep, and this one, 4-door Volare. Club cab Volare. I don't know if they made a 2-door. That'd be okay. Here's some of the fasteners I need. The little hollow nuts that go on the back side of this guy right here. What are they? Maybe they're 1/2 inch. I don't know. Let's pop a couple of them off of there and see. So that's what I'm talking about. These little hollow nuts. They are 1/2 inch, and they go on the little plastic spurs on the side marker lights. And well, this one just broke right off, but the 82 is missing these specialty nuts, and I need them for the new side marker lights. And we got a leaning tower of power here. Nice little one barra. Yeah, look at all that. She's here for a reason, folks. Shame. So another thing I need is for the RAM charger, the sockets for these bulbs are rotted away, and there's no pickup truck out here that's got the same connector, but it doesn't matter. Wires are wires. I can splice this in and use these connectors. So I'm gonna grab these right here out of the same green Volare. I have no idea what year this vehicle is. Let's see, it's maybe 80, 85, 78. Goodness, I didn't know they made them in 78. 78. Back glass is in pretty good shape. Huh. Ooh, look at that pretty aluminum trim. Nice rear bumper. All kinds of stuff. It's a 78. I wonder if that'll fit my 78 truck. I don't see why it wouldn't. Kind of dorked up. Now, let's buy it. Can't be more than $50, right? Yeah, they're getting expensive here. Let's throw these jokers in the bag. Oh, let me check my list. You gotta have a list when you go to the store. I need a voltage regulator harness. That one is in bad shape. Let's see. Oh yeah, hood bumpers. I don't think I brought the right stuff for hood bumpers. Well, again, off the Volare, this would work. I don't know that I got a screwdriver that large and in charge to do that. I need headlight springs, something bad. So I gotta find headlights that got a spring like that. See, that's pretty crusty. Can you see down in there? That spring is a little roached. Let's see if we can't find some better ones, because the ones I have were completely broke. All right, let's try and get these hood bumpers off of here. I brought no kind of liquid to get on there, you know? So let's get some brake fluid on there. Get a whole bunch of it on there. There's some sort of lubricant. I need some lubricant. Get it on the bottom. I mean, the brake booster's just sitting there wide open, so why not use the oil we got here? And like I said, this takes a pretty good size screwy driver. And this is probably done. I'm gonna use a flat blade, even though it's Phillips, it is a huge Phillips. I only got a small Phillips. So let's see if we can engineer this joker out of here. Is that moving? Get out. It's trying to, but I'm also moving the metal. That's no bueno with the flat blade. Need to get a regular, the right size for that. Well, this ain't coming with me today. I've got a huge screwdriver at home just for these things. Yeah, on to the next. So here we go. Old Dodge truck, long bed. Appears to be four-wheel drive-ish. Nobody's home. Yep, yeah, this might be a candidate for some. Okay, this is a newer model. Yeah, look at there. That's what I'm after. But see, this one's rotted away too. So we'll leave that there and maybe get in here and get after this spring right here. Ooh, that one's pretty condition. But again, I didn't bring any knocker loose or PB blaster. Or, ooh. All right. Let's see if we can get this off of here and liberate that spring. So all we can do is try. All right. Well, those came out of there real easy. This is a 92 Dodge. Had a 318 in it. Four-wheel drive, like I mentioned. And these are getting harder and harder to find in here. You know, this it's pretty beat. I mean, just about everything about it's beat. But I like looking through them every once in a while, see if there's any good junk. Somebody's got liberated the entire wiring harness out of the engine bay. And oh, that's a shame. That's broken. Yeah. No need any of that. 138,000 miles. That ain't a lot of miles for something to end up in the junkyard. But you know, trucks don't always get driven to death. The tailgate must have been in decent shape, or just missing when they brought it. My guess is decent shape. And she gone. Kind of cool. I don't think my truck has a provision for that. This is, like I said, 92, but I'm working with 70 stuff. So, I mean, it looks like somebody was sanding on it to get it ready for paint or something. You know, they pulled all the trim, and this has definitely was body working. They put some effort into it, only just to, you know, say, there's that Dana 44 up front, and the transmission and transfer case are still sitting there. Yeah, it's got the vacuum actuated Dana 44 to shift it into 4WD. Hey, look, that steering gearbox is leaking too. Yeah, they all do. Kind of missing the return hose, but that's not important. Rotor's in good shape. Hell, that rotor's new. Brakes look like they'd been replaced on before it was brought out here. Caliper, at least somebody put paint on it or something. Well, it is what it is. So yeah, my little springs came right off of there, shockingly. Usually these little screws are all rusted in there. Put the headlights down in here for the next guy. I found this. It's a nice little unit. I just don't know if it runs, and there's not going to be a battery anywhere nearby. I don't know if they'll test it up front or not, but it's really small compared to the other ones, the motor portion. Much newer. Carried all the way up front, and they probably want $80 for it or something ridiculous. And I won't be able to test it, so and they won't let me bring it back. So, I have to think on that one. All right, hey, these are nice hood bumpers as well. I just don't have the right stuff for that. I guess we can try again with this one versus the Volare. Maybe I got a bigger screwdriver. No, I don't want to ruin it. I want to get her out of here. This is just way too small. Yeah, as is that, as is that. Oh, this junk is just junk. I need to bring a monster out here with me. Monster Felipe. Well, maybe next time. Good excuse to come back. All right, well, let's get out of here. There's not anything here. It used to be nothing but trucks, and now we got minivans galore and Patriots and whatever that is. Who knows? Sebring? I don't know. But very few trucks. Shame on the purplish Jeep Cherokee there, but at least somebody will get some good parts off it. I like those boxy Jeeps. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, let's get out of here. We really didn't find a whole lot. Let's go see how much a gas cap costs in these two wire plug ends. I bet it's way too much. See you in a minute. Yeah, on second thought, let's go through the Ford section, because they might have some really cool stuff over there that, you know, let's see, maybe Mustangs or I don't know, anything, any cool, you know, I don't know how old it would be. A while back they had like a 74 Pinto over there. That was crazy to see. The thing was cherry, just like most Pintos. It didn't run. So a little 4-cylinder. All right, let's go check it out. Well, this is disappointing over here in the Ford section. No old iron at all. I mean, nothing past like maybe 92, 91. Pretty sweet pair of kicks over here on the ground though. Yeah. All right. Huh. Yeah, there's nothing here. A little older truck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. We're gonna pull the plug and head on back to the house. Now that thing's pretty cool. Look at the patina on it. Beautiful. Well, that was fun. Got out of there fairly unscathed. He wanted $4.50 for the two little pigtail wiring harnesses for the running lights, so that was a score. So out of there for less than $10 for all the little bits and junk that I needed to collect. Nothing major. The wiper motor, he said I could get it, and I could bring my own battery over here in the back and bring it right out to my truck, test it. And if it doesn't work, he said I can get my money back. I got 30 days. So that's pretty cool. On electrical parts, that's not always the case. Sorry about that. Music just finally decided to cooperate and come on. So anyhow, I'm gonna run the 30 minutes back to the house and see you in just a minute. One of the cool things I like about Junkyards is that, well, not only is it kind of fun to just go and look at all the stuff and see the damage and the rot and the rust and the, you know, all the destruction, and but what I really like is the fact that, you know, the hard to get pieces, sometimes, you know, it's like buried treasure that, you know, you dug up a pirate's chest on the beach or something. I don't know, that feeling of like, wow, I found one of these. And man, there's so many vehicles that I've passed on in you know, my life that I said, no, I can get something like that later, and never been able to find it again, which is really terrible. But and good junkyards are really hard to find. That one's okay. It's kind of a pick and pull, very kind of corporate. They got 2 or 3 locations. You know, they got a price list of what they charge you instead of some old man with a mouthful of chewing tobacco saying, "Yeah, give me 50 cents." But those vehicles in that yard, they're only going to be there about a week or 2, depending on the vehicle. Especially these old Dodge trucks, they spend maybe a week there. And if you haven't gotten what you want off it right then and there, it's going to the crusher. So I think it's great. It is recycling at its finest, you know. People talk about being green. Well, this is called being cheap and green. I like cheap. And there's a lot of people out there. Watch the fella hack a complete muffler system off of a vehicle, and he is going to probably pay like 50, 60 bucks for that and save a fortune for buying that exact same thing for whatever he's working on. I believe he was in the Chevrolet section. So yeah, there's just all kinds of cool people. It was really really busy today, you know, which is a little bit of a surprise. I kind of expected it to be, you know, a little more of a ghost town over there today. I thought today'd be a really good day because it's kind of cool out. It's in the low 40s right now. It's kind of a perfect day for the junkyard. A little overcast. But man, if you haven't been to a junkyard, if you got a good one near you, man, go check it out. The good ones are really hard to find, and they're typically out in the country. But this one's nice and clean. No hacking through the weeds, you know, no Rottweilers running around inside of a fenced area that you got to watch out for. You know, it's really, you know, pretty straightforward, clean, no, you know, bushes growing through the vehicle or anything. And but man, I got to remember, I need to put my what you call it, PB blaster back into the, somehow it escaped. Maybe I used it all. It escaped my little go bag, and I keep a little go bag of Walmart tools to, you know, do just this kind of thing. Keep it in the truck. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that little jaunt out to the junkyard this afternoon, and it was kind of fun. For me, I love going out there. I always love seeing what they got, if there's any new prizes to find and something that hasn't been out there for a while. I don't get out there nearly enough. Like I mentioned before, really got to hit that place week after week after week, because some of that stuff will sit there 6, 8, 10 days and then gone. So, you know, I try and get out there when I can. It's just often not enough, because there's really not enough minutes, hours, days, weeks, stuff. I don't know. A lot going on around here. Hope you enjoyed this, and get out to a junkyard near you next chance you get. Even if you're just gonna browse, you don't even have to buy anything. It's just cool to look at all the old junk. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week.